Yo, what's up, Karma Nation? It is Wednesday, hump day, and we're here to break down the WNBA slate again for a third time in a row. We still haven't been canceled, luckily. I am here with Ethan. Ethan's has not been booted off the pod either yet, which is pretty good. He hasn't said anything too crazy.
Yeah, if you want to hear my crazy stuff, head to our Discord. We get real crazy in there, especially Karma After Dark.
We gotta start that up soon.
Yeah, it's almost football season, so yeah, we'll be starting up very soon. And let me just say, you do not want to miss Karma After Dark because it is pretty amazing.
We got some pretty funny stories. We'll get you drunk and see what happens.
Yeah, Karma After Dark, you get to see me drunk. You get to hear me give out dating advice because I'm the dating expert of Discord. So, if you're single, hit me up. If you need any dating advice, hit me up. I'm the guy for you.
He gives great advice.
Yeah,
Had to
that's why
break
I'm
up.
on this pod about WNBA.
Yep, had to break up with my girlfriend because of him. So, yeah. Awful dating advice. Never listen to him. Only listen to him for props. He's a prop expert, not a dating expert. Alright, so we will get right into it. We are breaking down FanDuel and DraftKings today, and of course, we're going to touch on some prop sites, monkeyknifefight.online and prizepicks.online. Promo code, of course, for everything, it's Karma. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on this amazing content, these live streams and podcasts. Don't forget to get in our free chat room at chatdfs.com. There's premium channels, but if you want to just get in for free, ask us some advice every once in a while, you can get in at chatdfs.com. So we are going to start things off again with our injury information because it seems like every slate nowadays just
Joey,
has.
you forgot something very important.
I forgot something very important. Oh, my
Yes.
bad. What am I
We didn't
missing?
even shout out to Prize Picks. They are now in Massachusetts.
Yes, they are, and they got some more
You in
states
Massachusetts,
pending.
you can play on Prize Picks now.
Pretty clutch, pretty clutch. Definitely one of the
So,
best prop sites out there. So if you're in Massachusetts, take advantage. Again, prizepicks.online, promo code KARMA. We'll give you a free little 3 play to win some money just to get things started off if you want to give it a try. It's a free play, so no reason not to give it a try.
yep.
So now let's go through the
Yes.
injury
Let's do it.
information. All right, for the first game we have Misamin questionable, which is gonna play a huge role in this slate because you saw Maisha Hines Allen just going crazy, getting just 30 points, 30 real points, which that's all she needs to hit value, and she's flirting with a triple double. She had 60 points the other night. So that's definitely gonna play a huge role. So if Misamin's out again, obviously we're just gonna load up on Maisha Hines Allen and Hawkins and Coates. Just everyone will be playable. If she's playing, I probably won't touch them at their price tags, inflated price tags. We have Carter Probable, which we assumed she was going to play last game. We got screwed over. We luckily didn't get screwed over on too many props, but she should play today. If she was that close last game, she'll most likely play today, and that's what probable means. And they also signed Kayla Davis, which it's not huge news, but it's definitely going to play a role on this slate just because that's adding 2 more guards. That's going to hurt the rotation. We saw like Blake Dietrich play a ton of minutes with Kayla Davis back. With Kayla Davis playing, I don't expect Kayla Davis to play more than 10 minutes. Maybe she'll get 5-10 minutes, which is definitely going to hurt. If they take 5-10 minutes away from players, that's the difference between 30 minutes and 20 minutes, and that's cutting their time way too much to be of value unless they're just extremely efficient. So that's some big news there. We have Raquina Williams. She is probable, so that's going to mess up on a lot of that value guards in LA. She's a great scorer. Her nickname's the microwave for a reason. She can catch fire, get you 0 points, so she'll get you 20 plus points. So we'll see what happens there. That's definitely going to help LA win this game because it's going to be a tight game. Two of the best teams playing together, so Williams is definitely going to be needed. Her scoring off the bench. We have all Minnesota guards playing today, which is going to hurt the value of Lexi Brown. They all played last time, but Lexi Brown and Dangerfield just aren't as good plays as they normally are, which their price, Lexi Brown's all the way down at 6.5 now. So she's really taking a hit. Fowles, of course, is still out with that calf injury. We still haven't seen when she's expected to be back, but so that'll still open up Collier and Dantas for value, but they're priced where they should be now. Bria Holmes is questionable. She might be back. Not huge news. Another bench guard. So we'll see what happens there. And then Griner, of course, still not in the bubble. She's out with personal news. We're not sure. No one's expanded on that. So my guess is maybe a death in the family. But we have no idea what's going on there. And Coffee is questionable, which that's another big 4. Well, she's more of a 3-4 for the Sun. So that will hurt Turner and Vaughn a little bit. Not huge, but if she's back, it's definitely going to eat into their playing time. They're getting 20. I think Vaughn got 27 last game, so she probably won't see 27 if Coffee's playing. But she'll still see 20 plus minutes at her price. She's perfectly fine to play. So that's it for injury news. We can get right into it with our favorite DraftKings guards. What are you looking at today, Ethan?
So guard's a little tricky tonight because does Carter play? Does Carter not play? But right off the bat, I'm going for DT and Bonner at the very top. Should be a high-scoring game. Griner's out, like you said. I probably lean Taurasi there just because she gets so much usage right now. No Griner. They're playing 8 players last game, I believe. So she's playing a lot of minutes, lots of usage, lots of scoring. It's Connecticut. They don't play defense. So I am loving Taurasi today. And I don't mind Bonner at all either, because we know Bonner can put up the scoring too. Realistically, we could see a scoring fest between the two of them. So, and then I like Carter at 8,700 if she starts. If Carter comes off the bench, you have to think she's on a minute limit. That's my only concern with Carter. Is before I would play Carter, I would want to make sure she's starting and not coming off the bench.
Yeah, definitely. We saw Sably come off the bench and still have a good game, but Carter at 8-7, I don't think we can play. It's a great matchup, but off the bench, it's kind of tough. If she is starting, of course, we're probably gonna fade Williams and Laney. Laney's been feasting with Carter out with, 3 straight 40-point games.
Yeah, she's been on fire.
Yeah, 37 minutes in every game as well. She got that overtime game with LA where she put up 48 minutes, which helped her out a lot. But she's getting those assists too, which she never had a double-digit assist game until back-to-back. And now she got them back-to-back. She almost got a triple-double last game too with 8 rebounds.
And if Carter starts, I would assume Courtney goes back to the bench.
Yeah, most likely Courtney.
That's what it was before Carter got hurt.
Yeah, most likely we'll see her go to the bench. So at, what is she, the 3rd most expensive guard at 9.5?
Yeah, not the automatic fade if Carter plays.
Yeah, I mean, she's in a great matchup, but if you want to take a chance on a large field GPP, I guess, but there's too many good plays to touch her at 9.5. I do not expect her to get. She really needs 30 points, 30 plus, which she's not gonna get with Carter back. Carter's gonna hurt a lot of Atlanta players because their high usage rate. Bringing that back is gonna hurt everybody really. So
let me ask you this, Joey, because you got screwed by her the other night. You going back to Diggins Smith at 8,500? And you got Hartley at 8,200 right below her. So what are you doing in that situation between the two of them?
Yeah, so the first game Griner got ruled out. It was Prize Pick that I got screwed on. I had her under, and she went over by 0.2. I had her in a 4 for 4. $20 into $200, and of course she goes over. So I'm like, all right, she's good without Griner. Of course, it makes complete sense. So next game I'll just play her in my fantasy lineup, and of course she just puts up 17. So I mean, it's Connecticut. They're not good defensively. I mean, they're good against guards. You see the second opponent rank right there. But I'm not going to play her in cash just because I'm tilted. If I didn't play her, I might play her in cash. But there's too much to go around here to play her in cash. I'll throw in her GPP if I want. I might even stack Hartley and Diggins in a GPP. Maybe all 3 guards, really. But it's a pretty good game environment to get a game stack. Probably my fave. If Carter doesn't play, Washington. If Carter and Meesman don't play, of course Washington and Atlanta will be my favorite game stack.
Yeah.
But if they do play, Connecticut and Phoenix will be my favorite game stack. There's too much defense in the LA Minnesota game to have that as a game stack.
Yeah, and there's just so much production, especially on the LA side. You have Gray, Neke, Williams is back. She loves to shoot off the bench. You have Candace Parker taking. It's just tough matchup and just a lot of usage all around. So you're right. I don't feel comfortable playing any of those people in cash today.
Yeah. So of course, we got Bonner and Tarasi, and it really takes a downturn with those Atlanta players, and then we got Atkins right there. Great matchup against Atlanta. Even when Carter's back, she turns the ball over a lot too. So that's just, I think she's one of the top turnovers in the league, turnovers per game. So
Yeah.
you got the Washington Valley 8-8's a little expensive, especially if Meeseman's back to play Atkins. I like her in GPPs for sure because she can get you 30 plus. But you could flirt around with 15 points for her. So I'm not touching her in cash.
Yeah.
I'll touch the other side with Leilani Mitchell. I'll play her in cash. She's only 7,000. I don't want to play her in cash, but I'll play her.
I have a better play for you in cash.
What do we got?
Go back to January.
God,
She's
I hate
playing the
all this.
minutes. She's gaining the minutes. I know
Yeah,
she screwed you once already, but
yeah. I played her and she got 28 minutes. She got 4 fantasy points. I needed 10 fantasy points to take down the expensive GPP 10 man for $800, and of course she puts up 4 points, and then she goes back to back 24-point games. So
yeah,
obviously she's in play. She's 6,000. That's 4x if she's getting you another 24-point game, but
and 1,000 cheaper than Mitchell.
1,000 cheaper than Mitchell. Yeah, she's definitely in play. I probably won't touch her in cash just because I hate her, but she's definitely cash playable. You got who else? Stella Johnson was in my cash games a while ago, but now she's fallen off.
There's nothing cheap today in guards.
Yeah, there's not. You can go Lexi Brown. LA sucks against guards, but those minutes just aren't consistent enough to go in cash at all. And she relies on a lot of steal upside and if her 3-point shot's falling, so I probably won't go her in cash. But again, GPP play, Raquina Williams, GPP play, January GP play. I like Strickland. She's the cheapest starter on the slate. It's against Washington, who's not good defensively. She'll put up a lot of 3-pointers. So if her three's falling at 5-7, you can really get a lot of value there. You could go like Strickland. I wouldn't go Strickland and January probably. Just they're gonna eat into each other, but they're cheap enough. And I want to pay up for some of the Connecticut, either Bonner or Thomas. So if I'm playing a GPP, I won't play Strickland and January together. I'll choose one of the two, and they're right next to each other in price. So you can make the same exact lineup and just play it twice. One with Strickland, one with January. See, it could really push you to the top depending on who you get correct. Unless we see Bria Holmes play, I hope we don't see Bria Holmes play, but she will definitely eat into the minutes of these girls. Last time we saw her was the 20th, so let's see what happens there. Nothing else.
The
Really.
only other person I had my eye on maybe is Rachel Bannon at 4,200. Before she got hurt, she was kind of splitting minutes with Lexi. Last game, she played 16 minutes. I can see her getting close to 20 today.
Yeah, and
4,200, not terrible.
she's a great scorer too. If her shot's on, especially on DK, where you get that 3-point bonus, she could definitely be worth it. Yeah, that's probably it. You can go Shea Petty if you want, or Tiara and Ruff and Pratt.
Yeah.
I'm not touching them, but if you really need to, just play them. It's not worth it to me. But then you got as well on the Washington side. I forgot to mention where is she? She started last game. Leslie, Kira Leslie. She'll get you 20 minutes starting at 6-2 in a great matchup. Always good to go there. Starter in a great matchup for cheap. But there's not a ton I like. I'm probably fading Chelsea Gray against Minnesota. Just not a good matchup I want to play. I don't want to get her 20 to 25 fantasy points at 8K. It's just too much around. And Jasmine Thomas, I hate playing her.
I know.
But
I
it's
do
Phoenix.
too.
Phoenix just bleeds points to guards. I always play guards against Phoenix, so she might find her way in my pool of players. But we'll see about that. Because what is she? 8-6. What is she on FanDuel? Maybe I'll play her on FanDuel. Let's check the prices on FanDuel real quick here.
I'm very anti-FanDuel, by the way, so I don't ever open up their site.
Yeah, their contest selection's just awful, especially for
Yeah.
you can't get into 50-50s. Like DraftKings at least offers 23. I hate the 23-man double ups, but at least it offers you something. FanDuel just has I usually have 5 50-50s fill and they're like well the 50-man 50-50s I can't get anyone really to fill. I'll get like 2 or 3, but the 20 mans will fill up
Yeah.
at least, but kind of hate those. And you end up playing the same people in every single 50-50, so it doesn't matter what. If usually I like to get a lot of $1 ones, but you're playing the same exact people, so it really doesn't matter. You might as well just hop in the $5-10 ones.
Yeah.
So let's see. Jasmine Thomas is 6,000. That's also a little expensive. She's a little less expensive on FanDuel compared to DraftKings, percentage salary wise, but um, definitely in play on both sites, and you get that. She gets a little spit steal upside, not too much, but you can see her get a. She's got some steal upside as well, so if she. That's
Yeah.
better on
Yeah.
FanDuel, but she's way too volatile to play her in cash at all.
Yeah.
But I love the matchup. And then lastly, Bridget Carlden. Without fouls, she always gets the minutes, and you're getting a forward as the guard, like I mentioned with Gabby Williams last slate, which she dominated. You get those forwards playing guard slots. FanDuel always has one of those. They have Carlton and Gabby Williams, both forwards, play guard slot. I don't know why they have them as guards, but DraftKings also messed up and has her as guard as well. So that's some value there. But LA is kind of good against forwards, so I probably won't be forcing her, but she's definitely in GPP consideration. So let's move on to forwards
All right.
today. Who are
Tricky.
you? Yeah, there's a lot of tough matchups for these forwards.
Yeah.
There's no green, but there's a lot of red. So who are
So
you
so
looking at?
here's how I'm doing it. Mieseman starts, I'm playing Mieseman. If
Wait, oh wow,
Mieseman's
yeah.
out, I'm playing Untitled.
Yep, that's how you do it. Mason's usually like 12. I don't know why DraftKings has her at 12K like every slate, but you're getting her at 10K, so this is the cheapest you'll ever get her. Uh, so definitely like that theory there.
Yeah.
Heinz Allen just dominates. She even shot 4 for 17 last game and dropped 43 fantasy points. That's
Uh-huh.
almost got a triple double. She was 8 assists, so she was 2 assists away from a triple double. So even when
Yeah.
she's not scoring, her usage rate's so high that you just have to play her. And who are they
Uh,
going? It's Atlanta too. Like
yeah.
who's like no one's gonna be able to go. Misamin will have Liz Williams. Liz Williams is a good defender, but Misamin will be on her. So she'll have Billings, which Billings is pretty athletic, but not the best defender. So and Heinz Allen's a little thicker than Billings, so she can really bully her around. It's definitely a good
I'm not,
play there.
I'm not for cash. I'm not going up to Collier or Parker today.
That's a tough
Fine for
choice.
GPP, I guess, but for cash, each one's one's 11K, one's 11,100. Just too expensive for me for cash. And I'm
Yeah.
more and I think Heinz Allen, Thomas, Eastman all have better matchups for cheaper too. So
So they're gonna be chalk. The expensive
and
ones
that's
are
fine.
always chalk. But you can get away with fading them. I'm probably gonna end up with Parker in on FanDuel. You just play Collier just because the steals and blocks are just crazy and they're just worth so much. She's got the last every game she's getting so many steals and blocks. She had 5, 6, 4. So if she's not like you notice the Dallas game, she did amazing. She had 18 and 6, but she had 0 blocks and steals. She got you 26. If she got your normal blocks and steals game, she's getting you 40 there. So
Yeah.
it's a good fade in cash. I'm not gonna fade her on FanDuel because you just have to play on FanDuel, which sucks.
Yeah.
But DraftKings, I'll fade her, but just not happily fading her. It's a tough matchup too against LA. I'll play Parker. I'll probably play Parker in cash before Collier, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
they're not as good defensively without fouls. So I'll play her in cash, but they're gonna be chalk, so you're gonna be very very nervous fading her. But I think the fade's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Well, and the other thing too is we got to point out too, if Mieseman does sit, you have Hawkins at 7,500, you have Coates at 5,200. Probably not touching Coates. That's 5,200's a little
Yeah, you got
higher
Vaughn.
than I prefer.
You got Vaughn right there anyway, so there's no point in
Yeah.
playing Coates unless you play both of them. You're gonna play Vaughn unless you
Yeah.
can't afford. You gotta pivot to make that $400 salary to Vaughn.
Let me ask you this, Joey. Is it a Billings game or a Glory Johnson game tonight?
Uh, it's definitely not the Glory Johnson game if Carter plays. There's no way. But I will say it's Billings at 8-1. I'd rather play Brianna Jones, unfortunately, but if Carter's misses, you can play Billings and Glory Johnson. But if Carter plays, I'm not playing either of them,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I love Billings. She made me $2,000 one night. First game she played, no one played her, and she just went completely off. Won me the windmill, but I'm not going to her, unfortunately.
Well, that's fine. What do you think of
Especially,
Brianna Turner tonight?
yeah, especially with Turner right there. Connecticut struggles inside, and she gets 17 rebounds last game.
Yeah.
Like, she's gonna get rebounds, especially they're playing Connecticut. Alyssa Thomas loves to get inside. I'm a little scared about foul trouble. Alyssa Thomas likes to get to the line. She likes to just drive right in, draw fouls. So Turner could get into foul trouble. Turner or Vaughn could get into foul trouble.
Yeah.
But I can't use that as a choice to fade her in cash. I'm gonna play her in cash 100%.
I'm probably not going any lower than Vaughn tonight.
Yeah, you can go coffee if you want in GPP, but that's really it. Kayla Alexander might be needed to play a little more minutes to guard Agumake and Candace Parker, but I probably won't go under Coates and Vaughn. I'll only play Coates if I play Vaughn also. So I like Liz Williams against Washington. You could see another bad shooting night from Washington, leading to a lot of Liz Williams rebounds. She's not getting, and they'll probably shoot a bunch inside. Maisha Hounds Allen loves to get inside, so you can see some more blocks from Williams just helping out Billings. So that's a good play. Dantas is only 7-8. She's fallen since fouls has been out.
Yeah.
Her minutes are a little iffy. I lost. Somehow she got 17 minutes against Dallas, and I lost it.
Yeah, that cost you a 4 for 4 on Prize Picks.
Yeah, I've been screwed by a lot of just random variants. The next game she plays 33 minutes. She didn't play the second half in the Dallas game. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I didn't find anything about it. It's not like she was hurt or anything. She just didn't play.
Yeah.
You can play NECA. What is she? 8-4. Not a bad play. Looks like she's finally getting a little bit healthier, playing a little more minutes than she was before, which might eat into Parker's usage, yeah, and fantasy points. So it's a lot of good plays on the board here. No one I'm truly fading. Everyone's really in play for forward. There's a lot of guards I'm fading, but forwards, I like a lot of these forwards.
Yeah.
Billings and Jones might be a little too expensive, especially with Dantas, Hawkins, Williams right there. So I probably won't have a Billings or Jones lineup just because there's a lot more value right under it where you can fit more players. So most likely my fades are going to be Billings, Jones, Hines Allen if Mieseman plays, Hawkins if Mieseman plays.
Yeah, you can't really make a line until you find out if Mieseman's playing or not.
Yeah, and if Carter's starting. Luckily, it's the first game, so we're lucky there. But, yeah, I won't have my cores up until we get that news, because that's just going to completely influence the slate, especially because Hines Allen is 7K on FanDuel.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I think it's safe to say we're attacking 2 games tonight. Washington, Atlanta, and Connecticut, Phoenix. I don't think we're really touching that LA, Minnesota game too much, just because
Yeah,
the other matchups are a lot better.
it's gonna be a good game to watch, but not the best fantasy. You could see Parker and Collier just because it's a big game go off. Sometimes you see them play much better in big games, but
Yeah.
Neck is a little cheap on FanDuel. It's definitely in play there. Dantas is her price hasn't changed. Hawkins' price is still 4.8. That just never changes for some reason. FanDuel just
Yeah.
while DraftKings just completely overcompensates. FanDuel just doesn't move the line, so I don't know which one I hate more.
You hate them all.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So the yeah, I guess we got props now. Anything else for
Yeah.
DFS? I don't think.
Nothing for DFS. Let's move to Prize Picks.
PrizePicks.online promo code Karma. Always got
Yeah,
to
in
include the
Massachusetts, come join us now.
Massachusetts can come join the best prop
Come
site.
on down. Welcome
Yeah,
to the party. So looking at the board right now, Joey, it looks like we have 3 players from each team, so that's good. Hopefully they add a 4th later. Obviously if Miesemann sits, she's questionable, so she might sit. Pound the over on Hines Allen and Tina Hawkins. Plain and simple. Don't think about it.
yep. And depends
If
on Carter.
Carter's coming off the bench or not playing at all, I would probably go over on Courtney Williams.
And 100% over on Laney.
Oh yeah, Laney honestly might be a little low right now. Anyways, 29. I mean, like you said, she's been putting up 40 plus fantasy points for the last 3 games. I would maybe put her maybe 35, 37. Price Picks probably dropped the ball there a little bit.
Yeah,
Let's see what.
looks like they're expecting Carter to play because last game we had Courtney Williams and Courtney Williams at like 33, Laney was like 31, so
Yeah,
they're expecting her to
Minnesota.
play.
Yeah, Minnesota. We have Collier, Dangerfield, Dantes, Chelsea Gray. Gray's a little high. It looks like. Uh, tough matchup for Gray though, Chelsea Gray. So that's something we got to look at. Possibly take the under. It's close though. And then we got Connecticut and Phoenix, and that's going to be a fantasy gold mine, I think.
Yeah, you can see all
Yeah.
these high projections, 39.
Yeah.
Like you got Collier and Parker. They're the 2 highest salary players on DraftKings, and Bonner is even projected more than him. You're getting that $500 savings. Hines Allen, you're getting $700 savings, and they're projected more.
Yeah, and look at Alyssa Thomas at 37.6. She's projected for more than Collier and just a tad bit under Parker. She's like what 800 cheaper on DK.
Yeah, it adds up. Fading both Collier and Parker, that's an extra $1,500 if you're going down to Hines Allen, Bonner, and Thomas. They're projected. If you don't have a projections tool, you just go to these prop sites, check out their projections.
Yep.
Maybe do a consensus projection between Monkey Knife Fight, Prize Picks. See why they're projecting them the way they are. Is Hines Allen projected where she is because Miesemann's out, or they're projected because Miesemann's in? So adjust your ratings based on that. So might as well. DT's also projected right there. You're saving $1,000 with DT. So
Yeah.
you can save
And
a lot.
Yeah, and one thing I like to do, and I think that's something you do too, Joey, is I like to look at Monkey Knife Fight and Prize Picks. See what Monkey Knife Fight has, on the board, and and they sometimes have different players. It depends, but looking at Monkey Knife Fight, they have Candace Parker at 36.5, Collier at 37.5. So they're projecting slightly less. So if you like the over on both of those girls, I would play the over on Monkey Knife Fight before I would play the over on Prize Picks.
Yeah, some people don't have the luxury of playing both sites, which is unfortunate.
But if you do, you should compare.
Yeah, for sure. We're not spoiled like everyone's not in Texas, and we don't get all the prop sites.
I love Texas.
Some people are in Maryland and only get Monkey Knife Fight and don't get to reap the rewards of Prize Picks. So.
Yeah, but I will say this, and Joey, I think you can agree with me. I think tonight is a great prop night for WNBA.
Yesterday was not a good. We didn't play any props. Make sure your disciplines. Like we said that last pod, don't play props. I had 3 props eyed up on Monkey Knife Fight. They would all lost, and I chose.
It's okay not to play every single night, and the big and what makes us good and what people struggle with, and even I think something you and I can agree with. We might have struggled early on in our prop career was playing so many props, forcing props just to get some action in daily every slate, and that's the biggest mistake a lot of people make, and people don't understand is you don't have to play. It's okay not to play every single day, because there's some, you're gonna have more advantages some days compared to others. And when you have those advantages, you gotta really pound it, take the over, put some serious money on it, and win some money.
Yeah, especially in the WNBA where the same teams play every other day. They just get switched up. So some teams are better to target for props. So you might
Yep.
be just end up playing every other day because these 6 teams will play not tomorrow, but the day before. They just have different matchups. So you just
Yep.
gotta be on the lookout for that. So
Exactly. So come join us in Discord. It's $9.99 a month. I mean, not a month, a week. I promise you'll probably make that within by the end of tonight.
100%. Yeah, we're definitely even if your bankroll's tiny, well, we can get you $10 tonight for
Oh,
sure.
easily,
Yeah,
easily.
unless someone ends
So
up getting hurt or foul trouble, which you can't predict, which is really annoying. And some of
yeah,
these, that's why you don't go too heavy on a prop. I mean, unders are a different story because you don't have to deal with foul trouble and injuries. But so you could have Bonner projected for 15, and you're like, oh shit, that's good, definitely over. But you gotta be a little careful, keep your bankroll management because people can still get hurt, people can still get in foul trouble, coaches
yeah.
can still. You heard the term. We got popped. Popovich likes to just randomly just bench players.
Oh man, I hate that
So
guy.
Atlanta likes to randomly give Glory Johnson 32 minutes, and then the next game give her 15 minutes. So
Yeah, good luck guessing that.
some teams suck at props. Some teams are great for props. So
And tonight's one of those great for prop nights.
yep. So
I think so.
we will see you in Discord then, everyone. You got what do you got? 3 hours till lock. So make sure you get in within 2 hours.
Yep.
Get some props going on.
Yep. And yeah, we should have some props out, within an hour of the first game. So
Yeah.
come join us. We're entertaining too. And we offer
Oh.
props not just for WNBA. We offer props for hockey, baseball, NBA, NFL's
NBA.
coming up soon. So
We got CS:GO props. We got LOL props. We got
yeah, suck though. The
yeah.
max money limit's like $20. Not worth it.
We got UFC. We got some MMA experts. We got some soccer experts. We got
Yeah, we,
everything.
we got everything you need in Karma Discord. So come join Discord. It's well worth the money, especially if you love props, because props is where the money is.
Yep. And some days WNBA sucks. And then if you got MVP, you can just head over to NBA. You can head over to MLB. See which day has the best props, and then
Yep.
you can
Hey,
max
we got
everything.
a great. So just give you a little heads up. So we got a great prop in yesterday, late last night. Baseball one. You ready for this one? Sonny Gray over 4.5 strikeouts.
That's just
Currently, he's projected for 7.5.
yeah. If you get them in early, it's the
Uh huh.
perks of Discord. You get them in early.
Yep, and all of Discord got it last night. So good thing they got it in last night, so they don't have to mess with the 6.5, 7.5 that Gray's been all day today. So again, a perk of Discord. Get in Discord. We look at props 24/7.
Yeah, there are a lot of games to sort through, a lot of sports, especially when NFL starts.
Oh yeah,
We got
yeah.
12
Well, here's
games.
and here's the funny thing. Joey stays up till about 3 o'clock in the morning. I wake up at 4 o'clock to work out.
Yeah,
So we're literally up 24/7 looking at props
yeah,
always.
yeah. And I'm East
So
Coast too, so that 3 a.m.'s tough, but you
yeah.
gotta get the good props in. Usually, Monkey
Yep.
Knife Fight drops their props around 2 a.m., so I usually give it a good check, see if there's anything completely bad, and then I go to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. So WNBA we got tonight. Baseball's already locked in. Then don't forget we got golf in the morning.
Yep, golf props. How's the weather looking for golf props? We got some good weather,
Weather
bad.
looks all right. This course is a little trickier because it hasn't been played on since 2003,
Ooh,
and we don't have much course history, and we really don't know what to expect. So might have to watch how the first couple guys play. But I'm hoping it's not a birdie fest like last week. hopefully it plays a little tougher, makes props a little easier.
Yeah, we got some good prop experts there. Sam, I guess, is good at golf. He's bad at football because he
I
always take.
love how you go, I guess good.
He's
Yeah,
he's a Patriots homer and a Kamara lover, so he just screws up all the props for NFL. But you can listen to him for golf, I guess.
yeah. But all right, appreciate y'all tuning in.
All right, we will see you tomorrow as long as Ethan doesn't
Yeah, good
have
news.
to
Hurricane
evacuate.
looks like it's heading towards Louisiana. So I'm here in Houston. Looks like we're gonna be good to go for the rest of the week for videos. So make sure you tune in.
Bad news for Louisiana, but good news for Ethan because he's selfish, so he doesn't care.
And Carmination.
We got a lot of Houston people in Carmination, so
Yeah, we do. Go Texas.
no. I guess it's good for prop sites. You get to play both, so.
Yep.
Guess
Heck
it's a
yeah.
good state. All right, we will see you tomorrow as long as Ethan has power.
All right. See y'all, Karma.
All right, see ya.